Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to give these headers a try here. This is the product I'm using, VHT Flameproof Header Paint. What it says is to wipe down, get rid of any grease and oil, so I rubbed them all down with lacquer thinners. And then it says 2 light coats and a medium coat. Wait about 10 minutes between coats, and then wait an hour, and then I can put them in the oven. And what I'll do, it says half an hour at 200 degrees, let it cool for 30 minutes, then 400 degrees for another 30 minutes, let it cool for half an hour, and then turn the oven up as high as I can for another 30 minutes, and then they should be cured. They say it'll last up to 2,000 degrees. So reading the instructions on the can, you either have to get somebody young with good eyes or use a magnifying glass, because I've never seen such small print. But anyhow, I'm going to give these their first coat here, and then carry on to doing some other stuff. I'm going to do the underside first, just to keep it a little easier. I'm not going to worry about painting the engine side of the flanges. Oh, I'm not sure what you got to be to get into this can. Well, that doesn't look too good. But we'll see what happens. Give them a quick light dusting here and then carry on. I'm hoping one can's enough. At least being black, it covers really well. I think that's a light coat. It is in my books. Sorry about that. Okay, first one. This first coat dusted on this one. Flipped over. Okay, that's the first coat done. It's going to be just like standing here watching paint dry, so I'll bring you back after I got the third coat done, and we'll let her dry, and then we can put her in the oven here. Okay guys, we're back. I did 3 heat and cool cycles with the headers in the old $50 oven I bought. Cost me more to put a plug in than it did to buy the old oven. Excuse me. So the first one was to 200 degrees for 30 minutes, cool for 30, 400 degrees for 30 minutes, cool for 30, and then I put it to 550. That's as high as this will go for the remainder. So I'll just pull one out here. Looks like a pretty nice finish on it. It's supposed to be good up to 2,000 degrees, so I should be able to get these installed now, and that'll button that up. Then I can get started on the exhaust. So the other thing I found here after I told you about the transmission engine fiasco, I got to buttoning everything back up, and I remembered that the transmission dipstick was hanging on the wall beside that plate, and I thought I was going to have to pull the engine and trans out to get that bloody thing in there. It goes into the transmission about 4.5 inches, so if it hadn't have been for the removable transmission tunnel that these come with for the standard, I would have ended up having to pull the motor and trans out. So I guess I got to slow down a little bit and start figuring out what I'm doing. So I'm going to carry on here. I'll get these headers all positioned, and then I'll bring you back and show you what I do for making sure the gaskets last. Okay guys, so I'm ready to install here on the passenger side. I'm going to use the factory Chrysler gaskets. They're a good high temperature gasket. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to slot these bottom holes so that they slide onto my bolts, and I don't have to try and start all the bolts with the header and the gasket together. So what I've got is I started the 4 bolts in the lower part of the head here. And I put one in the wrong spot, naturally. Oops, just about lost that. Okay, I gotta get this one back where it belongs. So what I've got is all 4 lower bolts started. Next I'm going to slip the gasket on there. I'm going to try anyhow. Well, that one doesn't really fit there properly. So let's see what the other one looks like. Not quite sure what the difference is between them. Kind of strange. Okay, this one's got the EGR hole on the front end of it, so I've got the EGR blocked off. I'll snip this one. Oh, wore out snips. Sorry about that. Okay, got to clear off. Okay, we'll try this again. Okay, I got the gasket sitting in there. Now all 4 lower holes on my header are slotted as well. So I can take it, hold the gasket up against the cylinder head, or try to. Uh-oh, everything's falling apart. Good thing I ain't got the fenders on. Okay, this is going to be like that, is it? Okay. I'm not going to bother you with watching me start to cuss and swear. Okay, so I got that started. Didn't take too long. So what I'm using on this is an 8x125, 30 millimeters long. And I'm using an inside star washer, which will stop the header bolts from backing out. My normal procedure on headers is to install them, tighten them up as tight as you can get them, and then run the engine. And after every run for about the first 6 or 7 times, I re-torque them. I just put a wrench on and just make sure that they're snug. They don't have to be like break them tight, just snug. So once you have that, I've never had an issue with the headers coming loose, so long as you keep them, make sure that you get the gaskets compressed right from the get-go. So, oh, I got one that doesn't really want to go in here. There's always one. So anyhow, I'll continue on, get these all installed, and we can go from there. But that's my procedure and my review on the VHT header paint. Looks like it's pretty good. We'll see how long it lasts. Go from there. So once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Just a short video on the headers here. So take care.